Hi and welcome. My name is Chawa and we're continue the Sinking City. Last time we're ended in yeah we're found every evidence here. Let's go check this place there. Oh, I still don't do this. Settings. Yeah. Hi. Epic. Wait, what? Wow. Really? Epic. Okay. I hope it would be more smoother. What is this? Is this some kind of rats? Okay, there must be some more things to find. I read that this green is the one that is where I found every evidences.
Let's see what you find,
It would
newcomer.
take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
I still hear those voices.
Okay, nothing here.
Choo choo. Ahem.
Yeah, I've already see this. Choo choo. Alcohol. Do you really need this alcohol?
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella.
Okay, this
He
is
was beaten to a pulp.
everything that we see.
I'm
Oh,
surprised I don't have someone's portrait here.
all evidence collected. Thanks. Didn't see it. So, now we need to find this murder. It must be somewhere in the bar, right? So, let's check the bar. It must be somewhere there. Under the kill bar. Okay. Let's take the gun.
Oh, yeah. Hey, got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days.
Bullet? What do you need the bullet for? Who is
You
you?
look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
How is that he's familiar to you if you didn't see him around? Okay. I think that there is no point to no point to cocking around, right? Let's go inside. Nice. I see this sign under the kill bar. Now I can find some clues here.
Stay alert! Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Yeah, I think that you enough to drink.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Okay. Let's talk with the barkeeper.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
What do you? I need to find Lewis
I'm looking
Flynn.
for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah, even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
You want him
As it
gone?
happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Rock. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So?
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day.
I seen some unsettling
I've
creature
seen
around.
some unsettling creatures around. Like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
Of course.
Bye.
Those jokes about the newcomer. Gunpowder, coil springs, shell casings. Cool. So I need to make bullets here. That's interesting. Is there here? I want to find every evidence here too.
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future holds.
You're some kind of, fortune teller?
Yes, my dear, yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
I think that you can say that about everyone who arrived in this town.
Seems a little generic, don't you think?
I see many things, boy. And I will tell you them in detail for a small fee.
Alright, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
Do I want to use one bullet? Okay, let's
see
hear.
what my future holds.
Good.
Yep.
Let me focus. The sea will be generous in the coming days. Many gifts delivered, and many will regret partaking.
I don't think I follow.
I see old and new. A hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too. But you'll only see that from inside a metal cage. And tall pillars, circled by the dead. A race from one to the next, as time itself laughs.
Of course. I
Thank
think
you.
I say thank you.
Keep that in mind.
You are welcome. I can't wait to see what you do.
Fortune? Yeah, I give her that. Oh, it's a darts. Okay, let's go up and see what we'll find there. Ooh, cool photos.
What the? Get them! Oh.
What the? Get the? Is that all you can say? Huh. Who made that?
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg.
That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
How did it all
Start
happen?
thinking. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
You killed Albert.
You
Why?
shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
Why do you look like
What kind
that?
of- why do you... Your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Want to spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
no, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by the sea.
Yeah,
You're gonna
West.
see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
Okay. Your
The
actions.
things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
Well, I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
Why do you people hate the
I heard
Throgmortons?
there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder. Always conspiring behind our backs. Always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
What's a grand
You
family?
mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Isn't it
A
obvious?
newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
I've
I
heard
think
enough.
I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
I'll think about it.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
What? No.
You think you're the first person to offer me a bribe?
Please, Mr. Reed.
Now, don't try my patience further, Mr. Flynn.
Okay, all evidence is collected. Torn piece of jacket. Mind Palace. Albert was murdered. Louis was aware of his actions. Louis was aware of what he was doing during the fight with Albert Trogmorton. Louis was mentally affected and couldn't entirely control his actions. Don't know. I think that he was aware that he lied, but maybe not. It's not looking like a murder. Was mentally affected. Louis was under mental influence. Louis killed Albert Trogmorton while under some sort of mental influence. He couldn't control his actions, and thus can be blamed for Albert's death. I could try and cover for him, or else Robert Trogmorton will have his head. Yeah. There's evidences for any actions, really. Louis deliberately murdered Albert. Psychic influence or not, Louis was out to murder Albert Trogmorton. He had the motive. 2. The mutual hatred between the Innsmouthers and the Trogmortons. I must tell Robert Trogmorton to the roots and bring the murderer to justice. No. I think that he was under influence. Because there was every one of them under this influence. But he says that they were blessed by the sea, so maybe there is no actions. No action on their mind. Don't know. I don't know. Part of me wants to say that there was no one, but part of me understand that he is still a murderer. Okay. Hard choice. Goodbye. I think I need to think a little bit. Okay, so was under mental influence. If I thought that, I think that way, then that must be. I know. All clues found. Mental influence. Casebook. Can track down Albert. We found the body of Albert Trogmorton in the basement. Okay. Will Hammond's testimony. Will Hammond, the fisherman, lives with 3 other colleagues. Barry, Paul, and an Innsmouther named Louis Flynn. Who told me that Barry found the unconscious. Why I hesitate? Because this will, he has still his mind like this. He still feels something bad, right? Don't you agree? This is how he looked like after this.
I still hear those voices.
And Innsmouther don't look like this. He's look normal. I don't think that was really a mistake, because everyone else, even under hysteria, they're not following him. They was there. At least Will. The fisherman brought unconscious Albert Throgmorton to his house and left. When Albert woke up, he caused an outburst of hysteria and attacked the rest of the fishermen. One of the fishermen shot him and Albert fled through a hole in the wall. He doesn't. Albert and the fisherman named those. Yeah, it's really not looked like some sort of rage outburst of this hysteria or anything else. It really looks. And this shot in the head. Mythos. Okay, I think that he was a murderer after all. Yep. So I give him to this because he seems normal and he ran too far and do too much under this let's say hysteria. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm okay. I think yeah, he is a murderer. Yeah.
Just as I suspected, the Innsmouther Lewis is responsible for your son's murder. He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with your family and took it out on Albert.
Oh, that scum won't be getting off easy. The whole city shall see what happens when you cross the Throgmortons. Justice, bittersweet as it is.
Yeah, I think that there's a mistake. But okay, I make it.
Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Gay to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
Investigating cases of
I'm
insanity.
looking into an outbreak of erratic behavior and madness, all linked to shared visions of this place.
Indeed. Then our goals align. This inexplicable hysteria has spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
Why a geological expedition?
Geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
Any link with between visions and hysteria?
Cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well.
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, a sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
You think the food is natural?
Flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster.
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Any discoveries so
Has
far?
the expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
The murder and the expedition are
You think
linked.
your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something.
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
Tell me more.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throckmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Oh, great.
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Okay, revolver, cartridge. Case complete. I still think that that's really not some... What's this? That is really not a coincidence, this skill. I hesitated, but I think that I maybe made it wrong. Where do I need to go? Let's see the map. Bar. Oh, this is the dock, right? Right? Okay. Bar under the keel. Kill photo. Whoa, new guys.
You want a drink?
No thanks. Okay, let's continue. So the first case is solved. Let's go for it. Really? 4 bullets, that's all? Like, give me? Of course, American flag. Ooh. What's happening? Another time he was eaten. Lost at sea, Robert Throgmorton founded an expedition to discover the origin of the mass hysteria gripping Oakmont. The expedition was to explore the seabed near Oakmont. Contact with the expedition was soon lost. Albert Throgmorton was the only known survivor. He was subsequently murdered. I was hired to find any other expedition members, dead or alive. Throgmorton will be waiting for my report in his manor in southern Old Grove. Okay. I think that there might be some... No? Okay. Skills. Do I have something requires previous skills? Oh. Knowledge points 1. Keep an extra bullet loaded, gaining a chance to deal double damage with the pistol. Higher proficiency with battle rifle. Submachine gun accuracy is increased. Load 2 additional shells into the shotgun. Oh, nice. Oh, really? Vigor. Nice. Carry one more first aid kit and a psychotic. When close to death, slowly regenerate a limited amount of health for one last fighting chance. Ooh, melee attacks. Smart packing. Carry up to 25 pieces of any crafting material. Gain more experience and stay sane for slightly longer. Gain more experience from all sources. Gain even more experience from all sources. I think I used this one. Yeah, more experience, faster, everything else. Gain a 50% chance to double quest reward items. Nice, that's cool too. Okay, let's continue. My diary part 1. I don't know what exactly sank the USS Cyclops. Only remember the screams and the metal creaking, water filling the deck, and my headache. The worst I've ever had. I found myself among the floating seaweed, drowning. A nearby piece of a boat helped me survive and reach the shore of a small island. They found me on it later, starving, half mad, and babbling about the ancient ruins and their denizens. The officials said none of what I thought I'd seen was real, but my memories are true. My strange powers, gained after the ordeal, prove it. I found something horrible on that island, something old and dark and slithering, and it still haunts me. Okay, my diary part 1.
Crew
Here
of the
they are.
Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
So he was a sailor. What's this? All that we see or seem just a dream within a dream.
Never again, they say.
Charles Reed.
No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return.
Wardrobe. Oh, nice. Ooh, that's very cool. Gangster. King's robes. They were. Man of science. Fisherman. Police envoy. Plague doctor. Master sleuth. Cultist. Вишиванка. Okay, let's use this one. Winged coat. Nice. Looks cool. Raids on Innsmouthers. The number of attacks on the Innsmouthers immigrants has increased. Raids are intensifying with more and more Innsmouthers exposed to abuse and assault. Oh, really? That's what I... Oh... Okay, sometimes whole families are found dead on their houses. Police are on the case, with several illegal Innsmouther business captured and their owners sent to jail. The city ought to have been cleaned of this fish-faced scum long ago, said Robert Throgmorton, head of the Throgmorton Grand family. I regret only one thing. It all started too late. Had we not neglected our civic duties, my son Albert would still be here with us. Oh, I didn't think about that. There would be no, not one victim of this. Not from J. Vanderberg. Johannes Vanderberg. Mr. Reed, it seems that you overexerted yourself while conducting the investigation for Mr. Throgmorton. Forgive me for the audacity, but I brought you to the Devil's Reef while you were unconscious. Please take more care of yourself in the future. I won't be there for you every time. Johannes. Okay.
Makes this place feel more like home.
Whoa, really?
I miss Boston already.
They even make it this. It's closed. What's this? Coil spring, shell casings. Okay. Inventory. Lore. Casebook. Inventory. Weapons, explosives, crafting materials. Revolver. Gunpowder. A trusted six-shooter, bold monolith nicknamed the Widowmaker, uses powerful 4440 cartridges. Okay. So this is more powerful weapon? It seems. Let's make some 6. Yeah, 6 would be enough. Let's reload it. Fine. Wait, what's happened to my health? Why is it like this? The nightmares. I boarded up the windows and locked the door. They're just men. The Yellow King's gang. They can't get here now. Now there's only me and these nightmares. A little longer and I'll figure them out. Okay, someone has the same problems. Gunpowder shell casings. What is those circles? Uh-huh. Okay. Let's...
The door won't budge.
Keep it down. Mr. Archer, I've seen you dragging things into your room. Mind the floors. I'll make you pay for any scratches you leave. Your landlord. Okay. They're closed. Closed. Everything closed. Okay, this is stairwell down. Let's check the upper floor. Everything closed. Oh, this is open. Nice, right? Too many coincidences. So the lighthouse is out. Several ships have gotten lost at sea, and some are now decorating the city's beaches. That's one thing, but now there's an enterprising fellow at the city port, hiring salvagers to recover ships. He's turning a tidy profit from selling them. Can be a coincidence. Need to look into it. Now, if only this city wasn't so impossible to navigate. Okay, there are some. Okay. Let's think that I memorized it. Nothing here. Closed. Closed. Opened. Wait, what? Nice sounds. Really? Okay. So now we can continue.
Finally, you're awake.
Whoa, what's...
Gotta tell you though, mister. You wanna stay on here, you stop making all that noise.
What noise?
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, alright?
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't really remember what happened, but I'll do my best.
Yeah? Well, next time it happens, you end up sleeping under the bridge like the other newcomers.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Are we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine, fine. Take what you wish.
Okay. Now we're talking. Back of notes a little bit gross. What? So many? Are you wanna me die when I read this? Note about the hobo signs. Darren, I think I'm finally starting to figure this out. Locals use signs to mark special places that you know already. Kinda like the secret signs hobos use all over the country. What I learned is that the tradition dates back to times well before the flood. I've been able to find out the meaning of some of them. You've seen the crooked H-shaped sign on doors around town. That means that the house is inhabited. The crosshatched grid sign marks hidden caches of useful items. The V-shaped sign is for barricaded, dangerous places. Good catch there, they say. Still haven't figured out the spiral-shaped sign though. You have to investigate for yourself. And if you see a sign with a cross and 3 Ks, reach for the gun. K. Hobo signs. To my dear nephew, my dear Victor. Now, how is Oakman treating you? Should you require any support, the Blackwoods will be happy to help you. I have arranged for that. Regarding your question, I don't know where Robert went, sadly. Only that he did not stay in Innsmouth. Perhaps there is hope he didn't perish in that cursed raid. Take good care of the hodl, please. Plenty of our relatives were interested in the property, but you're still my favorite nephew. I know the Devil's Reef is in good hands. Kind regards, Aunt Portia. To my dear nephew. Okay. Okay, this sign, right? Yeah. We know that this meant the catch. Some sort of a... Nothing more. Yeah, in this game you need a lot to read. To Walter, K help you if you K help you if I hear you peddling your cheap, affordable living again. I could live with you renting you out paste-ridden clubhouses, but you're cutting into my profit. Don't make that mistake. I know you're on the fish market, and I have dangerous people living here that I can send after you. You've been warned, Vic. To Walter. Cool. Okay. Is there some more thing here? Not see anything. Okay, this is the H shape, right? Let's see. Side cases. Letters from Oakman. Frosty, welcome. Completed. Okay. Whew. Let's read half of it. Okay. This one. Bag of notes. The hotel owner allowed me to look through the weird notes he found in the rooms of disappeared newcomers. Among them I found several pages from the diary of a man describing his life in Oakman. He suffered from visions and marked the places where they happened. Was he trying to avoid them? Today I fell asleep on the street. I'm sure it's connected to my vision somehow because I felt the same nausea and headache as before they strike. It happened in Coverside near the corner of the Tanner Street and Old Church Road. Coverside. Oh, great. I felt dizzy and my mouth was full of bittersweet taste. I saw a woman with kind eyes, giving me a drink and whispering something. Immediately after that, I fell asleep and spent nearly half the day lying in the dirt like a hobo. It's a miracle no one stole anything from me. The local Innsmouther scare me a lot. I've never seen a place with so many ill people. Their faces pursue me even in visions. Recently I was in the northern part of Grimhaven Bay, walking down Whisper Street. I barely made it to Hubert Avenue when the visions came. I stood among many Innsmouthers disguised as one of them, and listened. Their leader read the story of a captain participating in pagan rites, copulating with savage witches and beasts, bringing sacrifices. I still remember his name, Obed. Terrible fetus. After this vision, I shake in fear at the sound of a child's cry. It happened in Western Reed Heights on Washington Street. I passed Avon Street and was heading towards Oak Street, but saw it. The thing was running so fast I didn't even understand what it was. It jumped from the window and the vision struck me immediately. I saw a man, a doctor, hiding in the room. He was writing something with the shaking hand, something like a lost will, and then I saw the thing stalking him. A fetus on the thin, pointy legs, with the little face full of evil and hatred. It's shrieking. I can't forget it. From behind, I can't help but turn around at any noise after what I saw yesterday. I walked down the Murdoch Avenue and Western Advent, and near Oak Street I was hit with an excruciating migraine. My nose started to bleed and the visions came. I saw one man writing a letter and another about to strike him from behind. Somehow I was both the spectator and the sitting man. But no matter how I cried out warnings or tried to move, it didn't work. It seems I lost consciousness when the killer hit the man's head, and it took me several hours to get back to the holder after. Okay, the last one. Voices from the pipes. I'm afraid of the bathroom and kitchen sink. Each time I want to wash my hands, I tremble in fear. What if they talk to me? This began after a vision in Western Reed Hayes, near the crossing of Avon, Ward, and Baker Street. I saw a man naked and covered in blood, in a room without doors or windows, surrounded by the dark holes of the pipes. He was cutting himself piece by piece, feeding those copper mouths. They were whispering with voices so sweet and promising, but full of hunger and hatred. How could he believe them? Could he even escape? And had they noticed me? Ooh. Okay, let's go outside and see what is there. Okay, very promising Devil's Reef. New fast travel point. Cool. Okay, I think that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed. Smash like if you did, leave your comments and subscribe. See you in the next videos. Bye!